Hello guys, my name is Khan and actually in today's video I will talk about Microsoft Power BI. So you guys will be wondering if you haven't heard of Microsoft Power BI before. Actually, Microsoft Power BI is a business analytics service that delivers insights to enable fast informed decision, and the point that becomes the reason to make a fast informed decision is that this tool provides a very informative data visualization, and that will allow you to make very to allow you to make right decision at right time. So before going further, I will just give you a short overview that how you can install Microsoft Power BI in your computer. So it's very easy if you just Google about Power BI in your browser. Probably you will be it will the first or second link will be appear, which will be related to from the website named as powerbi.microsoft.com, and once you click it you will ended up with this page. So this is the official page of Microsoft Power BI, and that's from that page you can install the free version of Power BI, or you can also sign up to buy the to purchase Power BI. But I will suggest that if you are learning, it's better to first start with the free version, because even the free version is very powerful. But the free version have some limitation. That free version will allow you. There are some storage restrictions that it will allow you just to store 1 GB data. Uh, Otherwise, I think its free version is enough, especially for the learners to use and to make different dashboards. And Power BI, the good thing about Power BI that it allows you to make data visualization dashboards, and those dashboards will be very interactive. So once you will, so as you can see, there is a start free button. Once you will click it, in just one or two clicks, Microsoft Power BI will be installed. And once it will be installed, and you want to open the Power BI, there is a search button in in Windows. So if you click it there, and after that, if I write down Power BI, so it you can see that the icon appear. So I will just double click it, and now it's uploading it for me in my computer. So as you can see that once the Power BI will start, you will be having this kind of window. And in order to start working on Power BI, you need data, because you will be making your visualization over your data. So first you have to import data uh, into Power BI. So in this video, I will give you a one quick overview that how you can make a dashboard in Power BI and how you can publish it. But in my later videos, I will talk about each step in more detail. But this video will give you a very short overview that and will tell you how strong this Power BI is. So as I said, that I will be importing first data sets into Power BI. So there is an option which is get data. So I will click it, and after that, there is a new dialog box appear which is titled as get data. And within the get data, there are different files which you can import into Power BI. So you have Excel text files, XML files, JSON files, folder SQL databases. There are also some other categories: file wise, database wise, Power BI wise, Azure online services. Under the online services, there are very good services which are available even with the free version. And you can see that even there are the things that you can link your online service to directly with the Power BI. This online service is like SurveyMonkey. You can also link your survey responses directly with the Power BI. But for me, for this video, I will be importing an Excel file for you guys. So I will just click Excel and then I will say connect. Actually, I have made a for this data set that I will be using for you guys. So I will be using this US Census data. Actually, this is a data set which is capturing the deaths, population, and other statistics for each state of USA. So I will just open it, and as you can see that that Power BI is connected with the data set. But within that data set, I have two Excel sheets. So, and I am more interested in this 2005. So I will just click it, and while I click it, it's showing me into this window that how my data looks like. And there is also one edit option here, which is very useful, but probably I will talk about this edit option in my later videos. But for this video, everything seems nice, data is in good shape, so I will just load it into Power BI. And as it's loading, I will show you guys that my variable names of my data sets will appear on the right hand side. These are all the variables which my data set possess, and this white window is actually my where my graphs will appear. So suppose if I click my death variable, I will click it. You can see that Power BI have done some process and it's showing me overall deaths happens, the sum of the overall deaths in my data set. But I want to see across, because there is another variable region. Because suppose if you want to see the deaths across regions, so suppose if I click it, you can see that Power BI automatically divided the deaths among different regions of USA. And if you want, you can edit these graphs, format these graphs, or resize these graphs very easily. As you can see, I have just changed the dimension of this graph. And the second, so suppose now we have made it this graph, and now suppose if you want to see another graph, suppose if you want to see your data points on a map, in order to go towards another graphs, you just have to simply the area in this white area other than this chart area, and press it there. And then, as I said, that now I want maps. So there in this visualization tab, Power BI is showing us different graphs that you can draw. There is a 3 points here which you can press to see more options, but I think for this video it's the graph options which are showing here are enough for me. So I will be using maps. So I will be saying maps, so it will create a new, as you can see that that Power BI have created this map window for me. But now I want to plot points on it. So actually, if I click this state variable, this state variable captures the name of each state. So if I press it here, as you can see that the Power BI have plotted all the states in a map so easily in just with the help of few clicks. We have very good graphs on our screen now. I can reshape the graphs by dragging the graphs. And suppose now I want to add within this graph my deaths variable. So as you can see that each point size is now actually the size of each point is representing how many deaths are happening. So if the deaths are happening in a state are higher, then the size of that shape will be higher. Because if you look at this window where this location is written, so the location is mapped based on this state variable, and under there we have a size option, which is the size of the mark, and which is based on the depth variable. So don't worry, in my later videos I will talk more about in more detail But in this video, I will give you a quick overview that how you can make graphs in Power BI. Another important thing is that these graphs are very interactive. Suppose if I just want to focus on just south region, if I just click it, my all graphs will automatically get adjusted. As you can see, my right graph got automatically adjusted according to the south region, and you can see that how easily you can analyze each region, and everything will get adjusted according to what options you have opted. So suppose if I want to see north central, so it takes me there, and as you can see now that I am now in the northeast. So now if I click the west, now the graphs are automatically adjusted toward the west. So next point is that suppose if you're working on Power BI and you thought that okay, I want to save the work I have done on it. So the very easy way is that you go to files and you click the save button, and suppose if I want to name it the first dashboard in Power BI. So I will just have to save it. And suppose if you want to work on it after a few days or after an hour, you can just if I just close this window now, and suppose if I have closed the window, I have closed the Power BI, and you want to continue working on Power BI, then you can just simply go. I have a file which I have just saved for you guys. I will click it, and Power BI will take me back to that place where I have finished my work, and then you can keep on working again over it. But now the thing that I will show you guys, as you can see that this is the window this is the point where we finish our work before closing the Power BI. And in the last, I will show you guys that suppose that you want to publish your graphs, then how you can do that. In order to publish your graphs, you can see that in the home button we have this publish. What does publish means? That you can create an online, you can create a web link in Power BI, which you can share with other, your colleagues, with other colleagues or your friends. And they can also interact with these graphs very easily. So in order to do that, you will just click this publish button, and actually there is a destination which is when you start the Power BI, you start with this my workspace, and it will say select, and so it's now actually Power BI is loading my these graphs in a cloud form. So it done successfully, and you can see that open first dashboard in Power BI. If you click this, it will take you an online link which Power BI have created for you. So as you can see that these are the graphs which I have created in my Power BI. Now these graphs are still in my workspace. But suppose if you want to suppose you created several graphs, and in the end you said that from several graphs you want to add, from those graphs you just want 3 or 4 graphs into a dashboard. In order to add these graphs from your workspace to a dashboard, there is a very easy way. If you select the graph, there is a pin button. If you pin it, if you click it, it will ask you where you want to use this graph. So as I said, it's opted as new dashboard. I will give our dashboard a name, which is, suppose this dashboard name is testing, and if I say pin, so I want to see go to dashboard, So you can see that my graph is in the dashboard. Again, in the same way, if I go back to my workspace, uh, so if I go back to my workspace, you can see this is the dashboard that I have just created, and this is the report on which I am working on. So suppose if you also want to add this graph into your dashboard, then you can again simply select this graph and then you press this pin button, and again I want to use this graph on my existing dashboard, and I will say pin. So this is my dashboard. So now I have created a dashboard. So in this dashboard I have both of my graphs here, and if you want to share this dashboard with your colleague or with your friend, you can just go simply here. There is a share button. When you click this share button, it will give you a web link which you can share with anyone you like. But the good thing about this dashboard is that you can add titles, you can add comments, you can add different other options too. But still, even it's online now, and even when you will share the link for this dashboard will remain interactive. Suppose if I select this south, my graphs will automatically get adjusted according to the south region, to the north region, to the northeast region, and to the west region. So this is the beauty or the strong feature about Power BI, is that firstly it allows you to visualize very complex graphs, as I've shown you that I have drawn these data points in a map so easily. And secondly, the good thing about Power BI is that the graphs are interactive. You can filter data set, you can modify graphs according to the fields you have selected. So this is a short overview about Power BI. Probably I will talk about things more in detail in my later videos. Thank you for watching the video.